just enjoyed our first free public transport ride. And I've arrived in the centre of Luxembourg City. We have a short walk now to our hotel. Lunchtime in Luxembourg. Our first evening at our hotel here in Luxembourg City. Pretty ordinary, a little bit disappointing. Basic. Building site, our hotel. What a quaint little railway station here in Luxembourg City. It's got a certain charm to it. And a nicely decorated ceiling. So she should be back from her walking tour any minute now. This was the starting point. So we've got to sit 5 minutes and wait for her to come back. Ah, that looks like her group there. There she is, underneath the golden lady. Looks like she's WhatsApping somebody. I recognise that flat hair anywhere.
Well, I did wave to you.
Oh, did you? come all the tourists.
Remember the patroons from flows into the Alsace River on the other side of City Judicaire there. They're quite on that side. Again, initially constructed by the Habsburg dynasty.
This is the Chemin de la Corniche,
Say it wasn't, I just got mixed up with where I was.
where you came earlier today on your guided tour. That's what we're heading for, the Boc de la Casamites. And have a look around that shortly. Come out is the Spanish Gate. Very impressive gateway, archway to the part of the city it leads to, which Elizabeth, having done the guided tour this morning, will tell you where that leads to.
The old part of the city.
The old part of the city. Had to be, didn't it? He was a king or some emperor of Luxembourg in the early days.
Yeah. One day he walked past her on a Saturday, just happened to walk past her room and heard this wonderful singing.
Oh.
What does she do on a Saturday? So he looked through the keyhole.
That's when he found out she was really a mermaid.
And he saw her sitting in the bath, and over the side of the bath was this big fishtail. So he went, oh! She heard him, fled.
Well, well, well. Your hair's looking very nice today, darling.
I thought so. It's not as bad as I thought, really. I feel better now. I've got
Yeah,
stuff.
no, you've got stuff to sort it out with.
Please don't mention it anymore.
So this is where they used to hide from the French when they were being attacked.
Yeah, there's another one round here, I think. Not thick.
Yeah?
If it's a long way, I'm going to go back up.
Okay. I'll meet you outside. We're coming to that naughty lady.
No, she wasn't naughty.
She was deceptive. She didn't tell her husband when he married her that she had a bloody fishtail.
He was deceptive because he said he was a liar because he said he'd leave her alone on a Saturday.
Yeah, but because he thought she was a woman. Up through the elevator. Queuing for the elevator.
Definitely not room for 25 people in there.
Hmm?
There's definitely not room for 25 people.
Was there not?
They'd have to all be standing really close to each other. No, I've only got enough.
Back in the shoe shop. Going up to our hotel reception. That's the breakfast bar where we had breakfast this morning. Breakfast al fresco this morning, our second morning here. Sun's out and the flowers look pretty. Back at the train station, looking for platform 7CD for a train to take us on an adventure across Luxembourg. So I can go hiking and Elizabeth can go pottering. She's coming back on her own. How brave. In a foreign land. This is our train. Let's see if we can get on board. That's where we were up there. Going over the viaduct now, under the Red Bridge soon. Here comes our funicular, hopefully to take us to our bus stop here at this weird train station. Bus arrived on time, and now we're on a 40-minute journey across the country to Echternach on the German border. We've arrived in our Luxembourgian town Echternach. There seems to be a scooter convention going on today, and we're just about to leave Luxembourg and walk across the bridge into a country called Germany. Which will be a first for me, walking into another country without having to be stopped at the border or to show a passport or somewhere. We're crossing the border now from Luxembourg to Germany, and nobody around to check our passports. How bizarre. Got virtually the same name as the Luxembourg place over there. Right, back across the border. Back across the border.
Are they chasing somebody else?
And back to Luxembourg. Right, I've left Elizabeth to do a little river walk, and I'm now trying to find the hiking trail which will take me, hopefully, through a gorge or two and towards the caves near Berdorf. So this is where the ascent starts from. It's quite a steep one for the first part of the trek. The plan is for Elizabeth to have a little quiet river walk, have a spot of lunch, and find the bus station in town and head back to Luxembourg City by herself. Quite an adventure for her part, whereas I'm heading for a trek cross country and hopefully finding another town called Berdorf where I can get the bus home from there. This area of the country I believe is called Little Switzerland. I think that's right. Luxembourg with the highest GDP per capita of any country in the world. Ooh. This is where the off-road part of the trail starts. Berdorf. What a nice shady start. Shielded from the sun. Quite a warm day today. Mid to high 20s at the moment. And quite a level surface at the moment, which is good as well. Change of landscape. Probably going to be heading up there somewhere, I would imagine.
There are a lot of green spots.
Yeah, hopefully. Wow, up the steps we go. Well, that's the canyon negotiated, or the gorge. Very interesting rock formations. And now we're back onto sort of woodland level ground again. I'll stop and have a rest and a drink in a minute. It's quite sultry today. Making good progress. Whew. An interesting landscape around here. Ooh. Interesting name. Entering the labyrinth. Similar to a place we went to on Gran Canaria. Which was a hasn't been quite as steep as I imagined. I think I may have taken a slightly different trail, which avoided the steepest parts. And I'm heading hopefully directly to the caves near Berdoff, which is probably about a mile away. Last bit is the terrain sometimes. It's very uneven and quite slippy. Stones, which you'd be wise not to take your eyes off, otherwise you could easily sprain an ankle. Getting there, within a mile now of the caves. Must be getting near those caves soon. Somebody's been busy. Yeah. Chickapass. Aha! What have we got here? "50 meters. Wow. Whew. This looks like it could be the caves. Ooh. Oh, hi. When it was flat ground, I was trying to make a lot of speed.
Yes.
Because the steps were so slow you down. Well, made it to the caves. Elevation was about 190 meters in the end from the starting point, so a bit less than I thought it was going to be. But I think we skirted most of the severe peaks and came around the side of the high terrain a little bit. Yeah, made it in just over an hour, so that's about 2.5 miles I think it was. So now have a look properly around the caves and find my way to the town of Berdoff, which is about 3/4 of a mile away from here, and hopefully get the bus back to the hotel. and the sun is shining nicely. It's been a good day. Got some drinks now to rehydrate. Ooh. Next door to the caves we have one of the amphitheatres. Quite an impressive location for concerts and things. Ooh, so much cooler in here. Right, let's try and find that bus. And that looks like the hotel I need to go to in order to catch the bus from outside. Fingers crossed it's not full up. We did it! We did it! That's weird because I was on the tram ahead of you.
Yeah,
if I'd have got the one
saw
later,
it.
you'd have got on the tram that I was on.
I did think that would happen, but I saw it.
Having what will probably be our favourite meal here, Luxembourg City, at Thai street food.
Yeah, my Indian was delicious actually.
Was it?
My tandoori chicken was absolutely delicious. The best I've probably ever had.
Elizabeth's finished her 5-course breakfast here at the Park Inn by Radisson on a dull morning.
Right, so what we're going to do? Shall I go?
Yeah, go and do your shopping then.
You're not coming.
Nah, just an ordinary church. A little bit out of the ordinary though, with its statues out the front.
You can walk around, you watch them in their eyes and you think they're watching you.
Your drink looks very, almost Christmassy, I would say. Looks like
definitely.
a Christmas gnome.
Definitely.
Oh, you're trying away.
Our final day in Luxembourg, and she's drinking Luxembourgian wine and a big chocolatey crepe.
with almonds.
Yeah, that's really quite nice.
Panoramic elevator.
Are you coming up?
Wow. Cool lift. Little time. And it's a Schindler. Schindler's lift. Wow. Look at this. Look at this view. Wow. There's the Charlotte Bridge. Look at that.
The what bridge?
Queen Charlotte.
Yeah, but they call it the Red Bridge.
Look at that. And there's the town. There's the bog. There's the river. Ooh. Worth waiting for. But there we are. We're back for the last time. Back at the Park Inn for our last change of clothing, picking up our cases, getting on our flight. This is it. This is the end. This is the last we'll see. The Park Inn. And the shoe shop attached to it. Did you say you bought a pair of shoes today?
No,
Alright.
I said I bought a pair of sandals.
Well, we're here, but it looks like most flights at the moment are delayed by at least half an hour. So we'll see what happens when we get inside.